Shalom. First off, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And to all my brothers out here preaching this truth to you, I say Shalom. This is Amatazar from the Chicago camp coming back at you again with another lesson entitled Servants for Their Sakes. So I caught a post from the Akia GMS North Carolina 777. Okay, the water brother. All right, so I was provoked unto good works, okay, because of this post. All right, and so of course, this channel really is, again, these lessons and all of those things are for the edification of the hopeful elect. Okay, so for you young brothers, all right, we're going to go into this, servants for their sakes. So the Akia posted this. Let's look and listen, right? Because in this thumbnail on the left-hand side, you see this basically very basic woman, okay? She's at the beginning of attractiveness, okay? In my opinion, on the scale of 1 to 10, she's barely a 5, okay? She's barely a 5. She's not attractive and she's not ugly. She's just right there, in the middle. With some makeup on, her hair done and all of that, depending on what type of body she has, she might be a 6, okay? Now, the woman on the right, we're going to watch a little snippet, okay? And we're just going to see the wickedness of these women and how stupid they are, all right? And how they think. And you can see the whoredom, okay? So let's take a look at her demands. She actually thinks she's attractive enough, all right, to get all of this that she's asking for. Just proves that these women are like children in adult bodies, all right? And all of it is basically a form of harlotry, all right? She's willing to sell the box, give up the box in exchange for having these needs met. Before you jump in my inbox, my rent is $2,771. All right. So she's letting you know from the jump. All right. You got to pay to play. Right. I got 2 boys underage that need new J's and school clothes. All right. So new J's is gym shoes, jumpers. My light bill is $278. Okay. So basically, every time you see this dollar sign, just think the box. All right. I need a new car with insurance. You know, how stupid do that sound? I don't know the average price of a new car, but I tell you what, it's got to be in the 20s. All right. On average, probably $25,000. She thinks she actually could command that. So basic. My hair is $100. To get her hair done is $100. The nail shop is $75. I want a personal allowance of $600 a month. Groceries, $1,000. I like to shop every weekend. I would like to stop working, and I would like the house. It's the house. I cut that off. I would like the house professionally clean once a week. Okay? Now, this raggedy ass fucking bitch, I'm sorry, I just had to say it. This raggedy ass bitch actually think that some man, all right, is going to take care of her 2 fucking kids by somebody else and pay all these bills and do all that for that used up twat. Okay? She is just basically attractive. Basically. She's at the beginning of where attractiveness begins. All right? But maybe because she light skinned and bright skinned, they didn't blow her head up. All right? So we're gonna listen to their mindset. All right? And guess what? The scriptures never miss. All right. Let me go ahead and read this first scripture, and then what we're going to do is we're going to watch this video. Servants for their sakes. This is First Esdras 4:26. It says, "Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women, and become servants for their sakes." All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at the video, and then we'll come back. Look at this video short.
Excuse me, did you? Well, when you're a broke man, you're limited in terms of the women you can access. Yeah. You can only access a limited range of women. So you're only going to access a simple kind of woman because you're a simple man. That simple woman doesn't have many options. So you're both optionless and you're both good to go. You've got a connection, you're good to go. Now, if you are a high value man, let's say, for example, you're a George Clooney, you can access whoever you want in the world. No, whoever you want. So you could choose a Kim. If you're Kanye, you can choose a Kim. Do you think Kanye is the only rich man she knows? No. Do you think Kanye is the best she can get? She can get many of you. So what happens is, as a man becomes more successful, his criteria and selection of women becomes more provocative.
Let me just say claim. Before we go too far. Got to get the claim in for both of them. The one that's actually on the side is very beautiful. Very beautiful, good looking woman.
Promiscuous, it's usually the dream girl. That dream girl knows 10 of you. But if you choose that, simple girl that works in Starbucks, of course she's going to be loyal to you. But what high value man chooses that? He chooses the sexiest girl on screen. So I always say to men who are high value rich, especially in Dubai, before I've even met that girl, I'm like, she's cheating on you. Why? Because she likes you for your lifestyle and she knows plenty of men with your lifestyle. You're just covering her current bills. I feel bad for men now. I feel like... Don't feel bad for them because they choose this life. They could easily choose a simple, nice woman, but they choose this life.
Did you hear what she said? Look at those teeth. Did you hear what she said? She says how bad it is for men. Okay? So we're gonna see some scriptures. Okay? Because Yahushua said when he was in his Solomon incarnation, he says, out of 1,000 women that he did not find, okay, one righteous woman. So he said, how bad is it for men? Yeah, because at the very basic, the very, very base, a woman truly is really, she's supposed to bring back the nation of the man that she's with. All right. Her purpose for creation is to bring back the man. Okay. Bring back that nation. That's what she is. Okay. And pleasure for her husband. And she's a servant. That's what a woman is. All right.
Yeah, but still, it's like, they work. They work hard. They, go to the gym. They try and be they become masculine. They cover the bills. They're just trying to. It's a really poor deal for them because it's a really poor deal because what happens is they're the ones doing everything. Yeah. Both are cheating, but she.
It's a poor deal on this side. Okay, on this side, it's a poor deal. All right, in the kingdom, we're gonna have so many women. It's just ridiculous. All right, and you guys are gonna be in order.
She's doing it on your watch and she's doing it with your credit card. So he's getting a way worse deal. But I always say it's your selection process. Who tells you to date these kind of women that had a billionaire in the past, has had all this work done? You think she got that for free? It's you have to look at your selection process. As you get more successful, you choose more promiscuous. What do you expect?
Okay, you heard it from their own mouth. Okay, you heard it from their own mouth. Now, let's take a look at the scriptures and see how the scriptures, all right, back up exactly what they just said. All right, now, this woman on the left, all right, she uttered it from her heart. Okay, this is the conceits or the thoughts that's in her brain. All right, shows how foolish she is. This is Ecclesiastes 7:25. I apply my heart to know and to search and to seek out wisdom and the reason of things, and to know the wickedness of folly, even of foolishness and madness. All right. foolishness and madness. It says, and I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth the Most High shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. Behold, this I have found, said the preacher, counting one by one to find out the account, which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found, so one righteous man in 1,000, but a woman among all those have I not found. Okay? All right. So if you want to, you can go on my channel. All right. I did a video called, a lesson called Human Toilets and Female Independence. Shameless. Okay. And shamelessness and abuse. All right. So look for that. All right. This is Amos 7:17. Therefore, thus said the Lord Yahweh, thy wife shall be a harlot in the city. Okay. So that's a harlot that wants, that'll give you sex in exchange for rent, new J's, and school clothes for her bastard children. All right. And light bills. Okay. New cars and car insurance, hair, nail shop, $600 a month in a personal allowance and groceries. All right. I like to shop every weekend. I'd like to stop working and have someone professionally clean the house. Look at this. See, boy, I tell you, boy. And you know what? But let's finish up, because her thoughts is just ridiculous. This is Sirach 5:13. Honor and shame is in talk, and the tongue of man is his fall. You see that? Everything that's coming out of her mouth is shame, but she don't realize, she actually thinks it's okay to hey, to swap the box for these things with any man, all right, who's willing to go on to be on that carousel. Because she got one man paying for her hair and one man paying for her car note, and that's all she's doing. She's selling the box. This is Sirach 27:5. The furnace proveth the potter's vessels, so the trial of man is in his reasoning. The fruit declareth if the tree have been dressed, so is the utterance of a conceit in the heart of man. Okay? All right, so your reasoning and the thoughts that's coming out of your mouth, right? The reasoning in your brain, right? It shows forth from the thoughts that come out of your mouth. And in closing, Sirach 26:25, a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. Somehow I cut that off, but the bottom line is, this marginally attractive, knothead woman, all right, ain't worth a damn. Okay, she ain't worth a damn dog. All right, and she ought to be ashamed of herself for putting her high yellow, weird, marginally 5 attractive face on here with her list of demands. I pray that this lesson has been edifying. To the next one, Shalom.